Okay, so Billy Billions yesterday was sentenced to 39 years and he will have to serve a minimum of 22 years. And I did make a video the other day talking about how the police mishandled this case. And whoever's running his Instagram has not stopped. Now, before we watch this body-worn video that we have, it says here, following a shooting in December 2022, my co-defendant was arrested for possession of a gun with intent to harm on the 18th of October 2021 at 1:30 p.m. Officers, including PC Maria Finberg, conducted a search of his flat. Nothing of any concern was found. After the search, PC Maria Finberg reported that she had found a bullet casing in his sofa, but forgot to put it in the evidence bag. Her statement would be the only confirmation to the jury that he had a gun and that I gave it to him. On the 19th of October 2021 at 11:30, the police searched my co-defendant's flat for the second time. They knew by the end of that search there was no bullet or bullet casing, and this was confirmed on the police body-worn video in my post, where an officer clearly states twice that's not a bullet. However, the jury were told in my trial, 3 years after this search, that a bullet casing was found in his flat. My co-defendant was acquitted for possession of a gun, but I was charged for giving him this so-called gun 2 years later. Now make that make sense. If someone has committed a crime, justice should prevail. But convicting and sentencing someone because they sing drill music, which pays my bills, is wrong, not evidence. And obviously someone here says, stop acting like you're innocent. You live that life, deal with it. Here's the thing. Billy's not saying he's innocent here, but if we allow the police to get away with operating in this way, this will affect everybody because this doesn't really make any sense. And you know, with conspiracies and things like that, you don't need a lot to link you to it. But if he's saying the person that he apparently gave this gun to was acquitted of possession of a gun, but he was charged and convicted for possession of a gun with intent, and they used a bullet casing that they never even found, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We'll take a look at this video, and it's not fair. He searches the sofa.
Have you looked up here?
Here's the thing. Billy says that they got this, his defense managed to get this footage by accident because the police said it didn't exist. If this woman really found a bullet casing in the yard, you think she wouldn't be shouting and alerting her colleagues like, found a bullet casing? No. Hair ornament is still on the arm of the chair, clearly not a bullet casing. Okay. Second house search, filmed on police body-worn footage. See, the search officer hand the lead police officer the alleged bullet casing. They knew it was not a bullet casing.
Sometimes like N18 that's for hair. That's for hair.
That's for hair.
Dreadlocks.
That's not a bullet. Take it back away. That's not a bullet.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh no, it wasn't that. No. No, definitely not.
So what Billy's saying here is crazy. You can clearly see that the police say this is not a bullet. Yet in his first trial, possession of a gun with intent, they used this narrative to get a conviction. They never found the gun. This is dangerous. And it doesn't make any sense. I'm not saying this guy's innocent. I'm not saying he's innocent. But they had no gun. And they made this up. They admitted in court. They admitted all of these things in court. I said it in my last video. But here we go again. The jury who convicted me for possession of a gun with intent to harm never saw any of the police body-worn footage because my defense were told that there was none. The second police body-worn video, where the officer says it's not a bullet, was withheld from my defense, saying it did not exist and closed their case. My defense got hold of the footage by accident, but the intent was clearly to prejudice me with bad character and make the shell casing lies stick to secure a conviction, which they did. I'm not prepared to rot in jail for something I did not do and allow corrupt police officers, DC Clinton Lennon and PC Maria Finberg, the prosecution led by Alexandra Healy, and this is Alexandra Healy. And you know what's so mad? I mean, I don't want to bail out, but my solicitor's surname, his name's Healy as well, actually. She defends both, she both defends and prosecutes. She's ranked in band 1 as a leading silk in chambers and partners in relation to crime partners, this, that. So, oh yeah, she's the one who was involved in convicting the banks for the libel stuff. She's done some work at SFO as well. So it wouldn't surprise me if these lot are corrupt, you know what I mean? To be honest, not saying that. This is what Billy has said, all right? But everything he's saying here is sounding absolutely mental. He says that she was aware of the lies, created a false narrative, and tried to conceal the police body-worn video. And the judge, Philip Katz, KC, who introduced a new argument to the jury during his summing up that was not raised by the prosecution, and as a result, misleading the jury and undermined the fairness of my trial. And I did look into this when I made my last video, and in the UK, judges are allowed to say certain things, so you can't really pin anything on the judge. Like, judges are allowed to do that, but they're not really supposed to, but they can do that, if that makes any sense. Last night, BBC's Panorama, yep, there's a whole lot of corruption here, and I honestly, listen, this guy's no saint. He's no saint. Open to post Sir Mark Rowley, CBE, QPM, Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police. It's time to do something about my case and the thousands of black boys in prison due to police lies and corruption. This morning in an interview with Radio London, you said you want corrupt officers rooted out. Okay, now, obviously because this documentary's come out about the Metropolitan Police that we're going to make a video on later on, probably going to come out before or after this. This is a good opportunity to try and get people to be more aware of this. And the comments are full of people who just don't get it. Like, do I think this man is innocent? No. Are the streets probably safer without him on them? They probably are, bro. They probably are. But that's not an excuse to allow police corruption to take place. Like, if they're able to do things like this to him, and again, I'm a bit understanding because we're all human beings. I'm understanding if they did do this. I'm understanding because 2 civilians were left paralyzed. One artist, she'll never walk again, and one guy's blind. But it doesn't seem like there's enough to link him to this. I feel like if it wasn't civilians involved and loads of people's lives weren't affected, if it was something else, I don't feel like they would have even charged Billy with anything, you know? And it's just, things just need to be done right. Things need to be done right, man. I don't know. I feel like he'll be fine with his appeal. He should defo get, I mean, if this isn't grounds for appeal, I don't know what is. But the system doesn't, I mean, damn, when you're accused of these things, system's not going to treat you good. The system don't care, because when you're in prison, bro, you are seen as bottom of the barrel of society, bro. And I think it goes without saying, stay off the roads, man. Don't even be involved in this. You don't even want to be connected to this stuff. But even if you're not, if somebody's able to be given this amount of time on that evidence, you know, with that, and the freaking police are able to withhold, things that were, like, you know, video evidence that proves you're telling the truth and mislead the jury, that's terrifying. I think everyone should be terrified at that. I think he deserves another fair trial. I mean, it went mistrial 3 times. They clearly wanted a conviction. They were willing to do anything to get a conviction, clearly, including altering evidence. This isn't all of it. They altered Snapchat messages, and the Snapchat messages were used a lot in the trial to make him look guilty. No gun. Was there DNA? This is really terrifying. This is terrifying. Yes, this guy was a gang member, but I think everybody should be concerned. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love to every single one of you guys. Thank you.